how to whiten your teeth at home with just 2 simple ingredients that will cost you just pennies, and you won't need to use any harsh bleaching treatments or expensive dental procedures. If your teeth are yellowing or stained from drinking coffee, tea, sugar, wine, soda or smoking, or the enamel is thinning with age causing the yellow dentin layer to show through, there are of course expensive products which can be used, but these often have up to 40% bleach, which can damage your tooth enamel and harm your gums if they're overused. But all you really need are these simple 2 household ingredients, plus 1 optional power boosting ingredient to take this to the next level. After the recipe, you'll also learn how to restore balance to the pH and the bacteria in your mouth. The first ingredient that you'll need is baking soda. This is a natural abrasive which removes surface stains and soft plaque. It can sometimes be labelled as bicarbonate of soda or sodium bicarbonate in the store, and can usually be found for less than just $2. Baking soda is an alkaline powder which neutralizes acids in your mouth and will gently remove any junk on the surface of your teeth so that the next ingredient can begin its whitening effect. You will then need food-grade hydrogen peroxide at a 3% solution, which can also be found for less than $2 a bottle. Now, it's very important to avoid stronger versions, as anything above 10% is too strong and it can cause irritation and sensitivity. Hydrogen peroxide is actually the key ingredient used in dental strips and dental bleaching agents, but they usually charge extremely high prices, which is unnecessary. High concentrations combined with blue light whitening can dehydrate your teeth and weaken your gums, causing sensitivity, so it is much better to use this natural and gentle approach instead. So to put this together, take a small bowl and add 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 3 drops of water, and 2 teaspoons of the 3% solution of hydrogen peroxide. Mix it together really well and brush your teeth for 1 to 2 minutes with this mixture. When you are finished scrubbing, let the paste sit on your teeth for 1 minute and then rinse. Now this works because the peroxide breaks down into water and oxygen, which is activated by the baking soda, releasing tiny oxygen bubbles that penetrate slightly into your tooth enamel, which destroys those yellow stain molecules and whitens the teeth naturally. The baking soda also removes surface film and tough plaque for a cleaner mouth overall. Unlike the regular dentist bleaches, which use up to 40% peroxide, which is a harsh bleach, this method here is much safer and gentler. All you need to do is brush with this recipe 3 times per week, and over the course of 30 days, your teeth will become very white and clean. Now, if you'd like to take this to the next level, you may also add 1 drop of 100% pure food-grade peppermint essential oil. Peppermint oil contains menthol, a powerful antibacterial agent which reduces inflammation in your gum tissue to help protect your teeth from loosening or becoming yellower over the long term. The main benefit of adding this peppermint, however, is destroying something called biofilms. These are hardened calcium shells full of bad bacteria and fungus that is hard to clean off the teeth. The peppermint oil helps to break the bonds between them so that you can brush away that stuck tartar. Alternatively, instead of using peppermint, you may want to use clove if you have particularly sensitive or bleeding gums, because the eugenol in clove oil calms and numbs sensitivity in the teeth and the gums, and it also helps the gums to heal by increasing blood flow to the mouth itself. Clove oil alone has been used as a remedy for thousands of years in Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine to relieve tooth pain and oral infections. Now, after 1 month, when your teeth are looking whiter than ever, how can you keep them from turning yellow again in the future? The yellow colour can creep back in over time when the mouth becomes acidic. The natural pH of a healthy mouth sits just above neutral, But every time you eat or drink something with sugar, starch, or acid, the bacteria in your mouth starts to feed on those sugars and releases more acids that stain your teeth. And over time, this dissolves tooth enamel, causing cavities and gum disease. The key to prevent this is by keeping your mouth's pH neutral. One way is to simply swish and drink water after meals, because staying hydrated helps your mouth make more saliva, which redeposit minerals, strengthening your teeth and helping to balance out the pH. Studies show that every time your mouth stays acidic for more than 20 minutes after eating, minerals on your enamel can begin to dissolve, creating that yellow stained effect. But drinking a glass of water or using a natural neutralizing mouthwash can balance out the pH naturally. So now I'll share with you the ultimate cheap mouthwash that works much better than all of the other products on the market for restoring damaged, receding gums and preventing those yellow stains from forming. Simply add 1/2 teaspoon of wheatgrass powder to a shot glass and fill it up with water. Swish this around your mouth for around 30 seconds before swallowing. Do this once per day, preferably after brushing or meals. This is an insane anti-inflammatory, pH-balancing liquid that will neutralize the acid in your mouth, also reducing bad breath and supplying minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium that help strengthen your teeth over time. But what about oil pulling? You may have heard of the ancient practice used in Ayurveda called oil pulling, where you swish coconut oil around your mouth for 5 minutes before spitting it out. Now, this remedy does help to destroy harmful bacteria in your mouth for healthier gums. However, the chlorophyll in the wheatgrass juice is far more effective and much easier to use. It's also vital that you get enough natural vitamin C in your diet. Your gums are made of collagen, the same connective tissue that holds your skin and your blood vessels together. But when you eat sugary foods, they can block you from absorbing vitamin C, which allows tiny gaps to open up between the gum and the tooth line, and oral bacteria can start slipping into the bloodstream. In fact, researchers have found the same species of mouth bacteria inside arterial plaque and even brain tissue. So keeping your vitamin C levels high doesn't just protect your gums, it also stops bad bacteria traveling into your arteries and causing inflammation everywhere else. The easiest way to keep your vitamin C levels high is by using acerola cherry powder. Taking just 1/2 teaspoon per day mixed with water or in a smoothie can supply up to 450 milligrams of vitamin C, which is plenty to keep your gums, your teeth, skin and collagen healthy throughout the body. Or even more easily, you can simply eat 2 raw bell peppers per day to fulfill your vitamin C requirements. Other sources include strawberries, kiwi, parsley, and citrus fruits. And no, the myth that you see on the internet about using banana peels to whiten your teeth is completely fake, so don't waste your time doing that. Lastly, it's also a good idea to keep your tongue clean. In one clinical crossover study, 30 participants with chronic bad breath used a tongue scraper. After just 7 days, the tongue scraper reduced volatile sulfur compounds, those are the gases that cause bad breath, by 75%. Another study also showed that it lowered bacterial count on the tongue surface. So if you often get bad breath or yellow teeth, scrape your tongue from back to front with light pressure to fully clean the tongue before rinsing. Traditionally, copper scrapers were used in ancient medicine to reduce bad breath. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more science-backed remedies. And as always, I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness.